I started my trading journey more than a decade ago with supply and demand trading. That is why today's video is really a passion project for myself. We will start with the MVP of supply and demand trading, focusing on demand zones. It is one simple concept with two kind of zones. You get access to the full building blocks of the supply and demand trading system down below in the video description. I'll walk you through the trading system and its rationale and logic step by step. Today we will talk about a very simple concept, highly in demand supply and demand trading, because it is one very simple concept based on two very simple zones, supply and demand zones, pretty much, or in other words, as we see it here in this picture or in all the others, we are always talking about an area of interest, about a price level or also a pocket of value where price used to be in, move with quite some force away, and then we are simply waiting that price is returning to this area of interest, because the assumption under supply and demand trading is that actually the price moves with so much force away, here in that case to the upside, creating a demand zone, that we simply assume here, this is the concept of supply and demand, not all of those orders that has been in the market were able to get fulfilled, because price moved with so much force away, in that case to the upside, that now if price is reversing, that price again will break out here to the upside, because now the other orders that has been left in the market will be triggered. This is pretty much the full concept, the underlying assumption of supply and demand trading. Today's video will be pretty much the MVP of supply and demand trading, so we don't add anything fancy, no indicators, no fancy filters, purely based on price action. And here you already see pretty much the candle price action rules that we defined. We will also give it to you actually down below in the video description, block by block, so you can already kick off today your algorithmic trading journey with your MVP of supply and demand trading zones. This one you see here on your screen is for demand zones, which is pretty solid start in the beginning. And let me quickly show you how it looks in MetaTrader 5, the execution platform where your trading bot will also eventually then trade the markets, the actual markets out there, with eventually real life money. We are looking here on the daily chart, so one candle is a full day, 24 hours on US dollar Japanese yen, so a currency pair. Let's see what we'll see. I'm expecting an error. Here we go. Here the green one is marking this candle of interest, and now you can, or you must imagine that now there are lines going to the right side. And actually we will also figure out in a second how we define the zones, because here comes your fantasy and your creativity into place, how you can create your very own individual trading system, which eventually then will lead to an edge in the markets, right? For instance, you can say you want to trade the complete zone here to the right hand side, starting from the upper wick, which pretty much in simple terms means the highest price of the day, down up to the bottom, which was the lowest price of the day. Or do you only want to trade the body of this candle, which has been the open and the close of that specific day, right? This is pretty much up to your definition, and you can play around with so much more. So in that case, let's assume you have defined it as the full candle, and you see price actually reversing back, now again breaking out to the upside, respecting our assumption, the concept of supply and demand. Of course, I picked here a convenient example, and again, if you define it a little bit more strict by simply only making it based on the body, you see also here now the zone has been touched, and we also see a movement to the upside, a little bit slider, but yeah, this is pretty much the concept. And this is the file. You will also get access down below in the video description. This is pretty much the DNA, the building blocks of this strategy, and now I will explain it to you piece by piece, so you truly understand the very simple concept of the demand zones when we're talking about supply and demand trading. Simply following the KISS principle, keeping it sophisticated, simple, because in the end you can always make it more complex over time. Let's get into the building blocks within Perfectus AI, starting with the top block. The underlying logic in Perfectus AI is that you are building decision trees, and you read them from top to bottom following the connections. So here on the top we see the run per candle block, which will be pretty much the first block in the whole kind of like mechanics of the trading system. Simply meaning run per candle, it's based on the current time frame. Now when I go back to MetaTrader 5, when I say current, it is pretty much just following here the selection of the time frame within MetaTrader 5. If you select now M1, what stands for 1 minute candles, it would simply be automatically based on the 1 minute candlesticks. And you see it's very, very fast. In general, of course, now you see many zones are popping up, demand zones in general, pretty much for all trading systems. For the majority, the higher you go on the time frame, so daily, 4 hour, weekly, the more robust a system tends to be, and also the stronger the signals you will get, because you simply get fewer signals. Of course, this is also more fun, what I completely get. So as a start, I will definitely suggest you to also kick it off with like lower time frames, maybe not with the 1 minute time frame, maybe with the 1 hour, simply to get more signals in the market, to get a feel. But for the real life trading, probably more robust to go with like higher time frame selections. So this is the first block, simply based on time frame. So you see, as soon as a new candle is being created, this is the signal for us. So this is then where we start to look at the next block, the bullish candle. So we have two types of candles, bullish and bearish candles. Here the bullish one would be, simple terms, a green candle, because the candle close is above the candle open. In more technical terms, now you may wonder, what does it mean, candle ID 2? We are always looking on candles based on unique identifiers, pretty much, which are unique in the moment. The candle that is being in creation. Now let's say we are trading it live and you see this candle is not fully developed just yet. We do not know really, is it like the true highest high or the lowest low? So this is candle ID 0, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, right? So in that case 2, we would look back 2 candles, and this would be that candle in that case. So let's say now indeed the candle ID number 2 is now a bullish candle. Now we look on the most recent fully closed candle with the candle ID number 1. We will also expect this one to be bullish, so going to the upside. Impulse candle. How did we define the impulse candle? Pretty simple. We are now benchmarking the candle with the candle ID number 1 against a group of candles with the IDs number 3, 4 and 5. It pretty much simply means that now we are like looking for candles with a strong movement to the upside, right? This is how we define an impulse. This is why we want to see the candle ID number 1 is closing above the candle highs of number 3, 4 and 5, simply making sure that this candle is really the highest, biggest candle of the prior candles before. And we really make this sure by also know if this condition is true. The next block will simply check, is the candle low higher than the candle high, with the ID number 3 and its candle high. So you can imagine this candle then must be really a significant step up compared to candle ID number 3, what is one of so many more definitions how you could define an impulse. And this is really what I suggest you to do, taking like this system. I will walk you through it step by step. We are almost at the end. Simply taking it back to MetaTrader 5 and then watching it. Just what we are doing right here, because you will see actually there are situations where it makes sense how we define it already, like right now. Remember, we are now on the 1 hour time frame, probably not one of the most robust time frames, but these like this exercise, simply watching the chart, is really helping, and making notes, of course, for you to create a viable kind of trading system, taking it to the next level. So let's say now this condition is also true. So this condition, like this connection, is now getting triggered. The last block pretty much we will now check to make sure indeed it is a valid demand zone. We will now check, is the candle with the candle ID number 3, the candle body size, smaller or the same size as the candle total size. What does it mean? Now let's go back here to the charts. If you're not that familiar with candles, they're pretty much just a different way of showing data. So one candle in that case is now 1 hour, so it's full 60 minutes. And let's zoom in a little bit. Where do we find a good example for a candle like this one? It is a bearish candle. So here it opened. this is the beginning of the body. Here it closed. This is the lower end of the body, so this is the closing price. And during those 60 minutes, this has been the highest price and this has been the lowest price. And now we simply want to make sure, now we go back to the block, candle body size smaller or the same size as the candle total size. So now we want to simply benchmark, is the total size of the body smaller than the total size of the complete candle, simply making sure that we have quite some wick. The wicks are these like lines attached to the body pretty much. For us it is showing in different kind of like simpler terms an indifference in the market where it wants to go, because there's no clear direction. This is pretty much the opposite how we define an impulse, right? Like here in that case we have an impulse to the upside, so there's a direction of the price. It really wants to go upside. But when we look for like candles where the body is relatively smaller to the total candle size, such as this one, or this one is a good example, it is for us a strong signal that there's actually quite an indifference right now in the market where price should be going. Alright, this is the full definition for us how we define a demand zone. If you need it in writing, it's also in our self-help center articles on the supply and demand basic zones article, where you can read through the rules step by step to really get a grasp of what is the template doing. That is also uploaded here, so you can simply click here on the button. And as soon as all of those conditions are indeed met, we will now draw a green arrow on the chart as we see it, for example here, to simply signal for us, cool, this is the candle we will base the demand zone based on. And now you may wonder, how do we define the demand zone right now? Now for this one we click on the store demand zone block, which is just the same block as the modify variable block. And here we define two variables. One is the demand zone, we scroll it to the side, high, and demand zone low. And we simply take the third candle, right, that is also marked with the green arrow, and we simply take the candle high and the candle low. So we will take the full size of the candle as an area of interest for price going back and to trade from. And you might be surprised, this is already the full concept of supply and demand trading, focusing now on the demand zone. What I suggest you to do, take this trading system, go to the link down below in the video description, get it into MetaTrader 5, run it in visual mode, just as we're doing it right here, so you get a feeling of when such zones are being created. Play around with it in Perfectus AI as well, changing the rules when you spot, for example, something that you really want to like to test, to just make it a little bit more robust and fitting to your ideas. This is it, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers and goodbye.